Hi, I'm Miss Erica and welcome to Cooking with a Teen Librarian. Today we're going to be cooking the vegan butternut squash mac and cheese. Here you can see some of the supply items that we're going to need to be cooking. You'll need a blender or a hand mixer, a mixing bowl, a spoon, a Pyrex baking dish, a sheet pan, measuring spoons, which will be listed later, and a pot for boiling. So for this recipe, you'll need 1 butternut squash, peeled, seeded, and cut. You need garlic powder, olive oil, salt, black pepper, nutritional yeast, paprika, herbes de Provence, ground nutmeg, onion powder, unsweetened almond milk, pasta noodles of your choice, vegan breadcrumbs, vegan butter, and sage leaves. So you're going to preheat your oven to 400 degrees and then set it for 50 minutes. So here are all the ingredients for the first step of the butternut squash going into the oven. And here we have in our mixing bowl the ingredients already pre-measured. So all I'm going to do now is go ahead and open up the package like such. So graceful. You want to make it like a single layer. Okay, and now what you're going to do is just coat your butternut squash like such. And if you're anything like my grandmother, you're going to feel like it's not enough and do it some more. So just a pinch of extra olive oil. You want to mix it so it moves around a little bit until you're comfortable. And then you're just going to pop it in the oven. Once your water is boiling, you're going to dump your noodles into the pot and cook the noodles as the directions are on the package. You're gonna boil your noodles to your preference, and I'm gonna boil it for 6 minutes for when the noodles will be done al dente. Make sure once the timer is done with your noodles that you strain the water and the noodles. Now that your butternut squash is out of the oven and cooling, the next step is to lower the temperature in the oven from 400 to 350. Now all the ingredients here on the counter have been pre-measured in my mixing bowl. I'm going to put the butternut squash into the blender and then the mixture into the blender too. And I'm going to try and get a creamy liquid to get our mac and cheese sauce. So this is cool. If it's not, you want it to be cool, or use a mitt or kitchen rag. Pour the mixture into the blender. And I'm going to try and not make a mistake. We're going to mix the cooked macaroni noodles and the sauce together in the Pyrex. I mean, if you can't laugh at yourself, who's gonna laugh at you? And being in the kitchen is all about having fun. We're just gonna coat it Make sure you scrape all of it out. You want it to get it mixed well together like such. I'm gonna spread the breadcrumbs over the mac and cheese evenly. Now we're gonna put the dish into the oven for 25 minutes. And your oven should already be set at 350. I remember at a very young age just cooking with my grandma on Sundays, and I think because of her I really find being in the kitchen and cooking to be relaxing, as well as the idea that I'm a nurturer. I enjoy cooking for other people. I chose the butternut squash because I very rarely cook with butternut squash, and I wanted to challenge myself. You could use sweet potatoes or cauliflower. You could visit any of the Chicago Public Libraries or go to our website to find any books and recipes that you may want to try. Thanks for joining me and learning how to make vegan butternut squash mac and cheese. The recipe's in the description below, and you could follow a link to get a copy for yourself. For more videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, U Media Chicago. It's actually really good.